Alright guys, welcome back. We have another interesting question in today's video, and we have 3/4 to the power of x plus 9 times 4 third to the power of x is equal to 6. And let's see how we can solve this one. Okay, so we have 3/4, so 3 divided by 4, and in this second expression we have 4 divided by 3. That would be the first clue to go with this question. And what we can do in here, we can do 3 over 4x plus 9. We can do, so when we have a to the minus b, this will be 1 over a to the plus b. So we can do 3 over 4 to the power of minus 1, and the whole thing is to the power of x. That way we can like make these things similar to each other, and we know when we have a to the power of m to the power of n, we can switch the exponents, so this will be equal to a to the power of n to the power of n. So if that's the case, we'll have 3/4 to the power of x plus 3/4 this to the x to the power of minus 1 is equal to 6. And there we go. We have these two that are common in this. Let's call 3/4 to the power of x y. And if that's the case, we will have y plus 9 times y to the power of minus 1 equal to 6. And we know y to the power of minus 1 will be equal to 1 over y. We're gonna bring the 6 on the left side of the equation, equals 0. So we know our y is greater than 0, and this here cannot be 0. So our denominator cannot be 0. So we're good to go. We're going to multiply this by y. So from the first one, we have y squared plus 9 minus 6y is equal to 0. And we have a quadratic equation in here that we need to figure out the answers. So there are multiple ways to solve this question. The first one is going with quadratic formula. The second one is, this looks like a perfect square, and we know when we have a minus b to the power of 2, we have a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. We have 9 in here, which is 3 squared, and we have y as our a. So that sounds like this expression here is y minus 3 squared equals 0. And if that's the case, our y will be 3. And don't forget that we called the y in the previous step 3/4 to the power of x. So this will be equal to 3. And now we need to solve this. If we do the logarithm on each side, we'll have log of 3/4 to the x is equal to log of 3. The x is going to go in the back of the log. From the laws of the logarithm, we know that. So we'll have x log of 3/4 is equal to log of 3. And again, this is coming from, so again, we know when we have log of x to the power of n, this will be n log of x. So if we divide each side by log of the 3/4, we'll have our x equal to log of 3 over log of 3/4. We know 3/4 is 0.75. And from the laws of the logarithm, we know if we have log of a divided by log of b, the base of these two logarithm is 10 by default, and this will be equal to log base b of a. So we're going to use the same thing. If we follow that law, our x will be log base 0.75 of 3, and that would be the final answer for this question. Hope this question was helpful. Let me know if you have any other solutions to this one which might be easier. We have multiple ways to solve this equation in here. We could have gone with the quadratic formula, and we could have done here y squared minus 3y minus 3y plus 9. These are all different ways to solve quadratic equations. Well, let me know which one you think is the best, or you think it would be the fastest way to solve this question. To me, this was the best way to go, since we are seeing a perfect square, but we have to have these formula in mind, and you have to be very familiar with that one just to know this whenever you see it. It's going to save you some time. And yeah, just let me know. We can exchange information in the comment sections, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.